All right, everybody. I went to Harbor Freight the other night. I needed me a sander so I could work on the hood that I purchased for the 04 GT project. I had a sander. Actually, this is what I call myself. I call it a palm sander. The one that I had a handle. It seemed to have growed legs and walked away. I don't know if someone borrowed it and they never brought it back, but irregardless, I had to have a sander. I bought 6-inch air sander. It's a McGraw, 10,000 RPM, 3/32 orbit diameter, 21 SCFM. Holds a 6-inch sanding disc. Now, guys, I don't sand and do this for a living. So the way I look at a lot of Harbor Freight tools is if you're going to use something just every now and then, if you don't make a living with it, I think these Harbor Freight tools will get you by. For the average, DIY guy at home that won't use one of these, but every great so often, I think they're the perfect tools. This one was $39. It was on sale for $29. And let's see what we got here. Wrench. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just hold it in the palm of your hand. It's got a little lock here. It also has adjustable, has a regulator. It will adjust for the air. So adjust the speed, I guess. So I also bought me a couple of different grits of sandpaper. I got 400. I got 220. And I got 180. And actually, I believe this will be the sequence. I'm going to have to use them in 180 to 220, 400, and I may even have to go even finer than 600, 400. I may have to go to a 6 or an 8. Feels pretty good in the palm of my hand here. Pull that lock off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna work. That's gonna work just fine. Just fine. Yeah, before I had the handle, nothing wrong with it, but I found myself using both hands. This one here, you just hold it with the one hand. So, all right, guys, we're gonna see how well this thing works. I'll put on here, I'll show you these sander in action. And I probably won't videotape a whole lot of me sanding a hood because I don't claim to be a body person and I don't want to mislead anybody. And I'm sure that in the comments, I could just probably get tore up for not doing something right. I have done a little sanding, a little body work. I do not claim to be a professional. So I just need to sand that hood down smooth. And there's a couple pits that I'm gonna have to put a little filler in and fix. And that's the main goal for this sander. And whoever paints the car will probably have to put the finer touches on the hood. So, all right, guys, we got this sander. And one other thing too, I bought this. Now I don't expect much for 10 bucks. It was regular $13, but it is a mini air die grinder set for 10 bucks. I said, what the heck? I have found myself needing one of these and I didn't have it. So I was in Tractor Supply the other day and they actually had this for 10 bucks. And I said, you know what? If it'll get me out of a bad situation, it'll be worth $10. So yeah, got me a little mini air die grinder set. All this came for 10 bucks. So like I said, if it gets me out of a tight spot, if I'm able to use it and get something fixed or whatever, I'll say it's worth that 10 bucks. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and put some air to this thing, put a little oil in it, get it lubricated up, throw a disc on it, we'll see how it works. It was oiled pretty good from the factory when I took the little plug out and put in the air fitting. Seen a good bit of oil in there, but I dropped another little drop of oil. I'm gonna run it just a little bit before we start sanding with it. Go ahead. I'm gonna try a little spot on the hood to show you guys. I'm doing the 180 grit because there's a spot that I really want to check out. So I'm gonna do it first. All right, go hook it up to the compressor and let it run for just a second, get that oil mixed around in there. All right, guys. So that was the McGraw 6-inch sander in action. I need to get a little bit more aggressive with the sandpaper, but I've mainly done that just to give you guys a quick look and see how well it works. It seemed to work fine to me, real comfortable in the hand. So there you go, guys. This sander seems like it's going to work pretty good. All right, guys. There's a little demonstration on how well the sander worked. It seemed to work fine. Sound like any other sander I've ever had in my hand. So don't have any complaints. Felt good in the palm. Easy to hold. Very, very light. All right, guys. I need to get a little bit more aggressive with the sandpaper, but I just mainly wanted to show you a little spot on the hood there to show you guys how well the sander works. In case you're in the market for one like me, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. You're not going to, use it very much at all. It seems like it's going to do us a pretty good job. All right, guys. Thanks for the likes and the subscribes, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.